Hi guys. Hey, I want to do a video on the build of the Super Clod Buster. Um, because there's so much with this truck, I've already got one gearbox built. Got it ready to roll. But the second one I will build here on camera. This truck is just flat out the coolest thing. I absolutely love this thing. I built some cool model kits and cool RC cars and stuff over the years, but my gosh, this thing, it's a whole different world. And I see why it's so, popular with so many people. I mean, wow, absolutely awesome. But I'm gonna take off the excess clip in there on both the cases. The overall build of the first case wasn't bad. Kind of glad I did it, ahead of time. Did one and just kind of got a lay of the land, I guess you'd say. But I have got the axle tubes already built. They're pretty simple. You got your tube, you put grease on them. I put bearings and everything. The bearings that I got were Team JB Hobbies Super Clod Buster sealed bearing kit, 24 piece. So far they seem to be really cool, really good bearings. I don't see any difference in them between the fast steady. So they were recommended to me, so they seem to be pretty good. Plus they were, God, $10 cheaper, I think. 10, 12 bucks cheaper than the same bearing you get out of Fast Daddy. So, very neat. That's the biggest thing, just getting all there's so many screws and nuts and bolts and everything to this car. Oh my gosh. That's why, like I said, I did one. I've already got 7 of the 8 shocks built. They're again just one of those deals of trying to save some time. And, at night, do a little bit here, a little bit there. I've been, working on it a little bit at a time. That way it just, can get it done when I can. But, God, guys, this thing is freaking unbelievable. I've always loved monster trucks anyway, monster trucks have always been a thing that, God, I mean, back the first Bigfoot, I remember that. And, God, what was his name? Bob Chandler? I think Bob Chandler. It just, seeing this Clodbuster, it was like, you gotta be kidding me. This thing was so cool when I was a kid. And, the funny thing is now I'm an adult kid, and it's just as cool now as it was back in the 80s when I was a kid. Now I'm just an adult kid, man child. So pretty crazy stuff. But yeah, I tell you guys, this is definitely cool. I love this thing so far. I can't wait to get it done. I'm just getting all the screws tight here with that axle tube attached. All right. Get right side up here where I'm looking at the instruction manual. It doesn't look foreign to me because I got the page upside down, or I got the part upside down. Not the page, duh. Oh, okay, I got the axle tube on the one side attached. Now we will do it to the other side here. I can't wait to drive this thing. We're hopefully going to be getting some better weather here pretty quick, so be able to get this bad boy out. I want to make sure I get the right screws here, because I did not think ahead and set these ones out for this side. I should have, since I've already done it once. Or no, twice. Yeah, once actually. Cool. Oh, nuts again. Oh, yeah, I want to get this done and then get back on my General Lee build and get that done before the end of next month for the small, or the under 1,000 subscriber group build. That'll be neat. Lost a screw. Oh, no, I didn't lose a screw. I put it in. Which way did I thought I did. Oh, there it is. Never mind. I'm losing it. Oh, yeah, this is definitely going to be a lot of fun. I'm so glad I had this thing. Definitely one of those must-haves if you're a Tamiya nut like I am. And you know, it's funny because I've watched so many Clod Buster videos out there, and nobody ever says anything bad about them. God, there's a guy, it's Clod Busted YouTube channel, and I don't know how many of them he's got, but you know, it's like he's built one after the other after the other, it seems like, and a lot of them are competition rigs. You know, but then just the old stock Clod Buster, you know, he's got those too. They're fun. So, which this one here I'm gonna run, but I'm gonna keep it more or less stock. I mean, I will upgrade a few things here and there, but I'm not gonna go out and buy new tires and new wheels and new this and new that. And I mean, I see places where they're, you know, some of these parts for this thing are hundreds of dollars. And it's like, my God, you got more involved in parts than you have involved in the initial purchase of the truck. So I don't have, you know, bank account like that, so could always go to getting sponsors, I guess, but used to do that when I raced RC when I was a kid. Okay, we got the axle tubes are both in. Okay, now, dun 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 dun. Now we get to play with the gears. Alrighty. Cut this one off. Cut that one off. I don't know if I really need to or not, but I always, well, I do when I can find it. There it is. Always cut the extra off the gears when I cut, or not just gears, parts in general, where you cut it and there's a little bit of residue on there. I guess you'd call it residue, whatever. Residual. Alright. Now I gotta find me my little pieces for the idler gears. There it is. Can't find the last one. Alright. Now these, put a little bit of grease on them. Kind of work it around a little. And then oops, shoot, a real finesse kind of thing here. There's one. And just so I don't mess it up, I'll just put it in right now. Put a little grease inside the cavity there. Oops. And snap it in. I thought I made a snapping noise on the other one, maybe not. Okay, there's one. Oh. Put in this shaft, doing a little bit different, but still the same idea. I get a little more grease in it. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to put the grease in those right now on both of them, the other two. Yeah, this is an awesome kit to build, but I would not at all recommend it for somebody that it's their first or second build. Third maybe, but yeah, it's got a lot of moving parts to it, literally. But I mean, if you built like a frog, or you know, a four-wheel drive, like maybe a hot shot or something like that, you know, that would be, you know, pretty good for you. That would be decent, especially with it already being four-wheel drive. You know, with I don't know all the four-wheel drives that Tamiya's got. I know the Hot Shot, Super Hot Shot, a few of them, but I don't really have a lot of experience with the other ones. Now, what I'm doing is filling each gear with some of the ceramic grease that comes with the kit. So I want to make sure everything's greased up real well in this thing so I don't have any failures. You know, this thing's too nice and too pretty and whatever to have issues with it. Definitely not a kind of thing I want to have. Yeah, this is the ultimate Tamiya as far as I'm concerned. Well, this and the Sand Scorcher, that's a cool one. I've never had one of them, but that would be a neat one someday. The Fighting Buggy, is it the Fighting Buggy? The one that's the military looking one that's got the driver and the gun. It's got like a M16 machine gun and some of that stuff. That's a cool one. I'd like to get. You know, who knows, down the road. My collection of Tamiyas has definitely been growing thanks to the RCL. Whoa, crap. Get grease where I didn't want to get it. I'm going to go ahead and grease this side of it too. You know, yeah, just put grease on the little ring gears, but I'm also going to put them on this too. Just so everything is, you know, nice and secure, well lubed. About out of this tube of glue, or not glue, God, oh God, no glue. It's not a drag car. I don't want to glue the differential together. Cool, the tube's about gone. All right, very cool. All right, so actually I jumped ahead a spot there. I didn't realize I did that, but I jumped from 12 to 13 when I should have done 12 there. Oops, I'm fired. Jumped ahead. Oh. Yeah, this is so much of a fun build, I tell you guys. This is just way cool. Now, what I'm doing a little bit different than what you'd normally think. This comes with 4 unsealed bearings that come with the car, okay? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use these but since they're going in the gearbox, I'm going to use them. The reason for that, I'll show you here in a minute. Where did I put those itty bitty little guys? I got too much stuff laying around my table, guys. So what happens when you have a really big car? It takes up a lot of space. What the heck did I do with those other? I got 2 little bearings. Oh, right here. What I'm gonna do, if I can get the bearing bag open. These are those 2 itty bitty little guys. The ones that go in your counter gear, the 52 counter gear. And what I'm going to do is put a little bit of grease on that one part there, so when I slide this bearing through, it'll lock itself, hopefully, kind of lock itself into there and stay in place without trying to fall out. There we go. Cool. Now, I'm going to put some grease on this part. And make sure where it's going here. Okay, this one goes. Like I said, I've already built this once and I'm questioning things. This one goes in there like that. Okay. So that gear's in. Now, I'll do the same thing I did on the other one. Put a little bit of grease in that hole there to keep this little bearing in place. Kind of hold it in there so it doesn't flop out during assembly. What did I do with the other? There it is. And I will grab, oh, that's what I wanted to do. I'll grab this other non-sealed bearing I have and put it in place. But what I'm going to do is, I'll show you here in a minute. There's a method to my madness, I think. I hope. Where'd that little spacer go? There's a little black plastic spacer. There it is. It goes inside your, oh shoot, okay, never mind, hang on. I'm gonna pull that back out. It's actually, this little plastic spacer goes in like that, and then through the back side, out through the bearing. Okay, then you get your regular bearing, put it in, and what I'm doing with this bearing, since it's not a sealed bearing, and I'm kind of doing this on purpose since I'm not putting a sealed bearing in here, I put some 3-in-1 oil into that bearing, so that bearing, it will soak down in, and then I'll apply that in place. Just something that I've done forever with when it comes to the bearings. I'm keeping 4 of the sealed bearings as backups, since this kit already comes with the 4 unsealed. So I'd rather put the unsealed in the gearbox, which is what I did. The 2 bigger gears out of that are all unsealed, and they're oiled. You know, if it comes with a kit, might as well use them. You know, it's so rare to have bearings in a kit, you know, anyway, from Tamiya. But so that is good to go there. Now comes the point of greasing all this stuff up. This thing is just so freaking cool. You know, I mean, it's got plastic gears. Yeah, big deal. These gears are like tough. I mean, just looking at them, I mean, they're beasts. Yeah, this thing is definitely a brute. All right, now I gotta put grease on the pinion. Should have really done that before I. You know what? I'll probably regret doing this, but I'll pop this out right now. Grease it up. Just kind of smush the stuff in. Oops, shoot. Hopefully I don't end up wearing the grease. Alright. That's better. It's much better where we're. Yep. Lost my little bearing. Alright, that one's done. Now I'll do the same thing with this. Man, my hands are all greasy now. Dang it. No. I will live. Little grease never hurt anybody. Except for the husband that walked in with grease on his shoes and his wife killed him. But that, you know. Might be one of the reasons I stay single. Okay, that is in place now. There we go with that. Very cool. Now we get the two brass doohickeys that attach your I don't know what the hell you call it. Your idler gears. I think they're called idler gears. Spur gear and your bevel gears. Attach those in place. Put some grease on this shaft because the shaft is what everything kind of rides on. Cool. And you slide that over there like so till your teeth line up on it. Uh-oh. Come on, baby. There it goes. Kind of. Trying to get the piece to go in there. It's not going. It's not. There it goes. Cool. Now it all fits. Now it's in there like it should be. And now back to the grease. Grease these babies up. Don't be afraid of the grease. All right. Well, that is done. I got the gears all in place now. And now comes the magical part of mating the two of them together. Make sure I get everything here. I got those in. I got the gears, got the bearings, got the spacer, got the bevel gears and their part. All right, boys and girls, here we go. And slide that in place. Slide that in place. Oh, wait a minute. I almost did a boo-boo. Oh, no, I didn't. I forgot I already put it in. I glued it in. Before you put your gear cases together, there is a little gear right there, or little nut right there. Make sure not to forget that, okay? I actually glued it in ahead of time because everybody's telling me not to forget it. So it's in there and I don't have to worry about it, but I took a little bit of just rubber cement and put on it, and so that is in there, and then this piece right here will hold that nut in there anyway. But yeah, don't forget that. And I almost forgot it, and then I forgot that I'd actually already put it in. I'll tell you. Alrighty, and just like that, they're together. Very cool. All right, gears turn. Nice. Alrighty, now I need two of the BA1s, which are your black, big old longer black screws. get 4 of your little nuts, put them in place, don't drop them out like I did. Sometimes they just don't want to fit in there exactly right. Come on. Oh, well, it's fun when they go together, you know, like they should, but every once in a while they give you a little bit of a fit. All right, just to hold everything together, I got that nut in there. I'm using the black screw and just basically putting this in just to hold everything together. So don't try to come apart on me while I'm putting the other screws in it. BA5, which is that dude right there. BA5 in there. Screw it down.